Hello, Jackie. So glad you've made it down here to Australia. Oh, it's been so long since I've seen you. How are John and all the kids? Have you been doing since Grandma and Grandpa died? I'm sure it's been a hard time. Yeah. Well, I thought today I could just do a little bit of pampering of you. Just reminds me of back when I lived much closer, just a little half-hour drive away, and I gave you that nice massage. Oh, well, I mean, you've just always been so amazing to me, and it's just something I love to do, is to be able to give back to you, because I think you're an awesome person, and I'm so lucky to be your niece. Yeah, so I was just thinking we might just run through a few things to just really relax together. I did make a couple treats for us to have afterwards. Yeah, I made Grandma's mint brownies, and I made her fudge, so it'll be a little bit of a sweet treat for both of us, and we can reminisce a bit. Yeah, she might be gone, but the baked goods will definitely live on. Yeah, so just thought we might, I know, you sometimes deal with a bit of anxiety, so I just wanted to go through a few breathing exercises, and I thought I might do a little guided visualization for you as well. Do you remember that conversation we had way back in the day? My dad was there, and I reckon Becky and Helen might have been there as well, and we were talking about hypnosis. It was in the dining room at not their last house, but their second to last house. Did you ever live? I don't remember if you actually lived in that house. Was it only Tanya? I know Prince definitely lived there, but you just have such a sweet face. I just love you so much. But do you remember that conversation we had about hypnosis? And they were talking about whether you could actually be hypnotized. And one of the things that they said that made it likely that you could be hypnotized was they had you think back, and for a lady who had her name changed since, you were supposed to visualize what you would have been doing in 3rd grade and writing your name up on the chalkboard. I think I remember that you did your original last name, not your married last name. Was that right? Yeah, so we might be able to take you a little deeper. I have no training in hypnosis, but I do love a good guided visualization and just being able to paint a picture with words. But first I just wanted us to be able to breathe together and just really get into the zone. So we'll probably just do 3 or 4 breaths. It doesn't take much to get us just into a nice chill zone. It makes me think of Chad when he was young, because, I know, the incubator, being born so young, he loved any human contact. So I remember when I got to, hold him and let him fall asleep on my chest. It was so sweet of you to let me do that. He was a precious, precious baby, and very lucky in the mother that he got, and father. John's obviously a wonderful person as well. But I just think about that, deep breathing that, would have been so helpful for him. And so something that I just want to do with you here. So we're just going to do 3 or 4, and we're just going to count to 5 on the inhale, hold for 2, and then exhale for 7. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 2, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 2, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 2, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now you can either close your eyes if you would like to, or you can follow my hands as I describe where you're going to go. So imagine that you're laying in your bedroom at home, laying on a nice, comfortable bed, and then you stand up and go over to the bedroom door, turn the doorknob, and open the door. When you open the door, instead of seeing the rest of your house, you see a gorgeous, beautiful meadow, and you immediately feel a light, gentle breeze across your skin. As you walk out into the meadow, you can smell the wildflowers all around you. Gorgeous, beautiful, fresh scents and floral scents melding together in this fresh atmosphere. Pine trees off in the distance, and you can see this gorgeous meadow and prairie with tall grasses and multiple colors of flowers dotted all around. The flowers aren't overly close to you. You can just see them as they sway gently in the breeze. You begin to take a step off to your right, where you see a few little stepping stones, and so you gently step, noticing that you are barefooted, and you can feel the cool stone against the nice, pleasing warmth of the summer day. So you walk along the stones and then make out a nice path in front of you, just lush and cool grass. Begin to weave your way through this meadow, and as you make your way along, you hear birds all around you, and you stop, and a little sparrow comes and sits right on your shoulder. The sparrow meets your eye, looks directly at you, and then lets out a couple chirps, and flies off the other way. You're filled with wonder at this moment that you've had in nature to share with this beautiful little bird, and you continue on your way. Begin to hear a bit of water off in the distance, a babbling brook, and as you continue your way along the path, you get closer to the shade of the pine trees, and the babbling of the brook gets louder. As you get closer and closer to the water, you feel a bit of grime on your feet and think how nice the cool water will feel against your feet. You find a place to step in, which has a very steady footing. It's a little sandy, so you can just walk right in, and you feel the cool water rush over your feet, and you can just feel the temperature. And as you are standing in this babbling brook, you see a doe making its way towards you, and just across the pool on the opposite bank of where you're standing, the doe dips down and takes a drink. She laps up a bit of water, and this is as close to a deer as you've ever been. You can admire her beautiful brown coat, the coloring in her face, and the lighter color in her ears. She looks magnificent. And then you're even more surprised when she finishes drinking that she comes up. She walks around the pool and then comes up next to you, and she rests her front two paws in the water a little ahead of where your feet are, almost like she's asking you right next to her to give her a nice little stroke down the back. So you put your hand out and you just give her a nice stroke and can feel her wonderful wiry fur. It's maybe not the softest, but it is so amazing to be able to have this moment with this beautiful lady. And she then kind of cocks her head and starts walking off in another direction. And she's beckoning you, you can tell, to follow her. So you follow her deeper and deeper into the woods. And she then takes you where you can't see any discernible path, but she takes you in a way that's still very comfortable for you as you walk barefoot through these soft pine needles. And then you see where she's taking you. There's a nice little cabin in the woods. And when you get there at the cabin, she gives you a little nuzzle on your arm, and that's her way of saying goodbye to you. You open the door to this beautiful cabin, and you see inside a nice plush bed and a wonderful, huge, good jacuzzi tub, which is already filled. And so you can just take your clothes off and then dip into the tub. And you just let out a huge sigh as you lay there soaking in the tub. Wonderful smelling body wash to wash away a bit of the woods. And when you finish your bath, you get up and find a nice cozy robe, and you wrap yourself in that, and you dive into a deliciously plush bed. And you feel so comforted and just feel like this is your own special place where only you and your sparrow friend and your dog can get to. And it's a place that you can come to any time you need. And you fall into a wonderfully blissful sleep. It's okay. Yeah. Now you can go to sleep now.